Hey, it's Julie, and I want to talk about having a successful start in real estate and the relationship between mentor, mentee, and some of the best things you can do to get started successfully in real estate. So I've worked with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of new agents over the years. I've seen a lot of successes and I've seen a lot of mistakes. So I want to cover some things that I think are key to getting on your feet and successfully starting your real estate career and serving your clients at the highest level. This is a limited list. I could do 20 of these videos, but here's the shot today. So number one, having a mentor that is monitoring every step in every form with your first few clients. You absolutely have to have this in place. Remember, we have an obligation to serve our clients at the highest level and to administer a legal contract. So that mentor-mentee relationship, it's critical. If you don't have that in place, you need to take a step back and figure out why that's not in place. Is it your brokerage? Is it you? Is it the mentor? Which part of that formula is not working? You have to have that in place. Number two, taking your broker contract classes as quickly as possible and taking them seriously. It is extremely rare that the contract classes we take in real estate school adequately cover a working knowledge of this legal document. So taking those classes as quickly as possible. And then the next one is taking those broker contract classes more than once as quickly as possible. I recommend taking them 2, 3, 4 times. And the more seriously you take this, the more confident and competent you will be with that critical piece of our process. And you'll have confidence that comes along with that as well. And the huge rewards for you increasing your confidence as quickly as possible. The next one is understanding and using net sheets with your first client. This applies with your sellers. You need to understand what the net sheet is, and you need to be utilizing that. So this entails you having contract knowledge and being able to put that into a spreadsheet that says, here's how that contract reads for you in a spreadsheet in terms of the sales price, all the estimated expenses, and really what the bottom line net is, and using that as a critical communication tool with your seller. I have seen new agents make that mistake where it was not clear to the sellers what the net was. So make sure that you're getting that in place as quickly as possible. And of course, inherent in that statement is making sure that you're working with a broker and a mentor that provides these tools for you, and make sure that they outline and train them as critical in the process. The next one, and I strongly recommend with your very first transaction, hiring a contract to close specialist. These typically are licensed realtors in your area or in your state. And what they do is once you're under contract, they become part of your team, and they are helping monitor all the deadlines and all of the paperwork, and they help the communication with the other client. And so you will learn more about that transaction and legalities and the long checklist it takes to get a client from contract to close by hiring someone right off the bat. I've seen those prices range. They tend to be $350 to $400 per transaction. I promise you, it'll be the best investment you've ever made in your career, and it helps you serve your clients at the highest level possible, and you will learn the process faster. It's worth every penny. The next one is focus on lining up your first 10 clients absolutely as quickly as possible. Do not get caught up in your marketing plan and your branding and your Facebook strategy and your Instagram strategy and what you're going to do for this mailing or spending 3 days on your newsletter, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You're in the business of having conversations with people about real estate. And the more you embrace that and the more you act like that every day, making that a priority, then the faster you are going to get to your first 10 clients as quickly as possible. The smartest new realtor in real estate sometimes can be slow because they may also be a bit of a perfectionist. So perfectionists beware. You guys might slow yourself down to a pace that limits your ability to move forward as quickly as possible. You absolutely, hands down, need to line up your first 10 clients as quickly as possible. Don't worry about your branding, your marketing until you have those first 10 clients closed. So those are my tips for today. Stay tuned for more. Be well, my friends.